How are we living, boys? This is your full challenger guide to the champion, so I'm going over everything that is competitive. We're talking wins, we're talking best things, 1%ers, min-maxes, everything. So let me know if you have any questions, and I will try and answer them in the comments. Okay, now let's go over the two main rune pages you need to have. So this is standard PTA Bruiser, so you're going to go over, you're going to see press the attack. Hitting someone 3 times does extra damage and amplifies your damage for the rest of the combat. What do you do for your first row? Well, Absorb Life is better for lane, where minions die, so you get a ton of health back. Triumph is a 100% take on Jungle Briar for PTA page. You have Alacrity or Legend Haste. These two are the most competitive. Legend Haste is good for better cooldowns, but Alacrity is better because it gets you auto-attacking more, which increases your clear speed, which gives you better ganks, because you're there faster and you're able to pick a better spot. Now you have Coup de Grace, Cut Down, Last Stand. Coup de Grace, more damage when people are low. Last Stand, more damage when you are low. And Cut Down, deal more damage to people that are full. It's purely preference. I think Cut Down is objectively the best right now, but it might be nerfed very soon. So pick your favorite one. There is no wrong answer here, and I mean that. Now let's talk secondaries. Secondaries, you have 3 options here. Gather or Sorcery is pretty useless for Briar. It's okay. Definitely the worst of the 4. Domination and Inspiration are definitely your top 2. Resolve Tree is better on lane Briar, but we're talking about jungle right now, in which if you were going jungle, you'd take these 2 and you'd call it a day. Gives you extra armor and MR, and this gives you extra health, so you get some increased tankiness while you build damage. This, free boots plus Cosmic Insight, you get to punish people's flash. So if you flash to kill someone, you both flash. You will have flash for a minute before them, so you get to punish their flash. That's why it's super important to use this. Stuff like Cashback, Jack of all trades, they're solid runes. They're not more consistent than these. These give you the super most consistent things on Earth. And then Domination Tree, if you like damage, you found your place. Sudden Impact gives you extra damage when you use W, Q, or R. You have Eyeball, which gives you more AD just flat out. You have Treasure Hunter for better snowballing. And you have Relentless Hunter for running around the map faster and can help you snowball games that otherwise you wouldn't make it to place. So overall, I think this right here is the most standard setup that you can go in any lobby and not feel weird about it. The option to go attack speed or adaptive, double adaptive is better. You don't want to go up too much attack speed unless you're building it. So stick double adaptive and scaling health and you will be completely good in any game with your rune setup. Okay, now let's talk Halo Blades. Now Halo Blades, you usually go this when you're not going Bruiser. You can go Halo Blades Bruiser. I've done it. I did it for a long time. But let me tell you, it's not as good as it used to be, especially with the buffs to PTA. So stick to Halo Blades for your on-hit and your lethality builds and everything else that's not Bruiser. And you're going to take Halo Blades, of course. Sudden Impact, more damage. You got Eyeball and Treasure Hunter. This is the full snowball damage package. Now, you can do 2 things with this. And Halo Blades is very specific about their secondaries. So you can go the free boots plus Cosmic Insight, and it's pretty solid. Or you can pivot, go Precision here. And what you can do is you can take something like Triumph plus Coup de Grace, right? And now you execute people and you get to heal from it. So it's kind of good. You can do something like this or something like this. Both of these are fine. This is a good little pivot if you want a little bit more damage, a little bit more survivability. And this, if you want more consistency, you'd stick with this. Overall, these are the 2 best rune pages for Briar. So definitely get used to these. If you're not on them yet, please give them a try. Okay, now we're in game and we're going to go over every single thing that I do. So this game, I am Diamond 176 LP, so this could be a Masters game, could not be. It is what it is. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to wait for 50 seconds, and I'm going to 5-point for that time. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And basically 5-pointing, all that does is make sure that you know if the enemy team enters your side of the jungle, that way, if they start your side, you're going to be tilted if you don't know about it. So this is one thing that you can do, is wait till about 50 seconds, give or take a little bit, depending. Start your recall. And then you can always drop a ward within this circle. And basically what this will do is it'll hold the vision that you had without you having to be there. Plus, it doesn't really hurt because junglers, 99% of the time, should be going sweeper first. Especially if they don't, flat out already know what they're doing. And insane value. So we know that she just warded that, right? You saw that little pivot. That means that she warded. So she's trying to know where I'm pathing to. Now, what you can usually assume is that with a walk like that, right? She warded there 108. Odds are she's not going to fully walk all the way down here. She's going to start here, so we can assume she's there. But be open to being wrong, but you should have an assumption for free. Now, you can get 6 autos without attack speed rune. We're not really rocking with that, or we are rocking the attack speed rune. So we're actually getting the 6, my W2. I think I missed the W2. Either way, keep doing it. Now, what you want to do is pull the camp to the next one, thus reducing the time that you have to walk between camps. 250 hit W2 every time. Let Briar run you to the next one. Get one auto. While your auto attack's on cooldown, go ahead and get an E. And again, you're Eing towards your raptors because that's where you're going next. W into the wall just to break that dash range a little bit. W2 when the small ones spawn, that way you get the extra autos with your W. And Jungle Pet kills that, and we are good. Now again, you are on ward here, so what do you want to do? You want to walk close to the wall as possible. Reduce the amount of information that they get from you doing this camp. Every single thing like this does matter, and for you to assume that it doesn't would be completely incorrect. So as you can see, I'm still in the bush doing this. We're going to pull it out, even when they can't see, and kill that way. Nice. Now we're down about 5 seconds on a typical clear. I know when a 228 hits, I want to be crossing the map. So the fact that we're a little bit after that is not that good for us, but it is completely fine. Let bleed kill everything. Now you have the option here, you can go to blue, which is faster for Briar, or you can go to Gromp, which is better for full clearing. There's benefits to each one, but do the one that you know, that fits your playstyle. Like, if you like where Gromp leaves you, closer to your bot lane, then do it. If you like where blue leaves you, then do it. But just, like, make a decision. Don't just pick one. Thank you. The person's congratulating me. Hey, man, I appreciate it. And don't forget, guys, I'm on, like, let me just keep it honest. I'm on 5 days no caffeine. We're keeping true to it, but let me tell you, I am low energy, so I'm trying to get you guys this info as, like, interestingly as possible, but you gotta give me some hype here. You gotta give me some time. Now we know that she's there. She might throw a Q, so we're gonna juke it. I mean, we could win almost any fight, but I'm not going to. We're just looking to get a little bit of damage on her. Their bot lane could roam first. We missed a few spells. We can get this ward out of the way. She's still on 24 farm, so of course she does not have crab done. Now she could just take the walk up there now. I'm just going to take the recall. Now let's talk about best recalls, right? So 900 gold, you get 15 AD, or this one you get 25, so it's a 10 AD difference. So this is obviously going to clear faster because the benefit of this is lifesteal. So if you think about it, right, when you're jungling, well, you don't really need more health because you already heal to full. You're playing Briar. You're living the dream. So you go ahead and grab the pickaxe. Recurve isn't that bad, but I will say, if you have the chance for pickaxe, definitely do it. Alright, now we are definitely running way back bot lane again. Now my bot lane is 0-2 right now. It'd be like that. We got the crab and then we fought Diana mid. There was really no time to gank them because the wave was hitting and then they bounced it straight back. So there wasn't really much of a gank timer. You shouldn't feel bad in times like this about not getting a gank, right? Like, truly, only people that like are going to be mad that you didn't get a gank are the people that want you to gank in bad times. So go ahead. Like, luckily no one's typed me yet, right? Because they would just get muted. I have to secure this win through jungle being strong because jungle is a good role right now. Right? We're not all picking tanks doing 3 camp ganks. No. Jungle's really strong right now, so you have to prioritize your own strength a ton here. And your own strength is clearing fast and then doing something with your downtime. So 3:30 we got the crab, fought and then reset about like 4:10. So then we finished our second clear by 5:45, which is good. Now we can either look this dragon. So let's try and get the most out of this sweeper. Just get two bushes and a dragon ward out of it. Looks like they're fighting. I can definitely walk here. Oh yeah, I'm there. Well, we know which one it is. Might have to get a little crazy there. We could definitely kill in 3 seconds. 2. Their mid is there. I might have to just run this one down. If she gets W, I might be a little roughed up here. Oh my god, we did it. And I didn't early W2, so watch that one back. I W2'd early because I was scared of her next hit killing me. Because it was a hype situation. Now go back and watch that damage. Maybe it wasn't that close, but safe than sorry is how I did it there. So that's room right there for me to improve. Right? Because I didn't know exactly how that would work. It's right there, although I just got a kill, and it might look like there was nothing to learn. There 100% was. Now again, these runes are for like the run fast turbo snowball Briar. I do think inspiration secondary is pretty good, but secondary runes are all preference. So please do me a favor and just pick your favorite one and play them. If you like free boots, sit on free boots. If you like the extra damage of red tree and extra movement speed, you're lit. Those things are up to you. They really do not matter. People try and like, I like that people try and show that they care by like trying to ask about every single little thing. But the problem is caring about every little thing when you haven't, you know, it's like, how do you say, like you have no foundation. So how are you going to care what type of shutters are on the windows, right? Well, if you don't have a foundation, you don't have a house in general. And that's basically what you're doing, is you're caring too much about the color of a window when you should be focused on maybe getting some cement down. So hopefully that makes sense. But yeah, the point is that focus on the main things. The main things being your deaths. Your deaths are the #1 thing in League to fix. Like, actually. The things that you do well, cool. Improve on them when you can. But please, fix your deaths. Alright, you missed that. We don't know where the Prio's hitting on, though. Now, if their guy tries to E me, I'll just E his E, and then pray. Sometimes that interaction can go that way, and you will be depressed. Guess what? It happens. Okay, he's kind of cooking. I mean, if we live, I'd be happy. It might be a glide. Okay, it's not a glide. Yeah, no, so when Urgot E's you, you can try and buffer E, but sometimes if just the way that the flip works out, or he ends up on the wrong side of you, you can be caught up in a bad spot. And that is, unfortunately, what we are. We are caught up in a bad spot there. That's okay. We got 2 of the grubs. And the first grub is the only one that really, really matters. But, I don't know. If someone's right next to you giving you a freebie, you might as well take it. So what could I have done differently there? I probably could have just taken the one, hopped the wall, and then continued my full clear down. Right, so I don't need to VOD review. I just mentally VOD reviewed. Because when I'm dead, I'm just going to think about the things that, you know, I could have been doing instead of what I did. Excuse me. Okay, my bot lane's coming from base here, so I can look later on. Oh my lord, that was a combo from them. I missed my W. Oh my god, no, they have it all. Bring it home. Nice. Make this worth. Make it worth. Give me an assist. Turn on the other one. Okay, it might not look that good. I'm not gonna lie. Good try. Alright, to be fair, they're always up 1 player. I don't care. Now, I need my item. Now, a lot of lower elo players in this position are like, oh my god, my bot lane's feeding, my mid's feeding, my top's doing nothing. Trust me. Thoughts like that are pretty, like, I don't know, they're just pretty useless. You have a completely better chance winning if you simply just think of your next play. Okay, well, you know, now I'm topside, I can go gank this Urgot who doesn't have these things. You've really got to police your own thoughts here, where all this crying and all this, my team didn't do X or Y, it's like, dude, those thoughts are so trash. They're just actually disgusting. Like, no one understands being frustrated more than me. Dude, I'm just as frustrated as you are. But, yeah, man, you just gotta realize it does nothing and cut the conversation right there. That's really it. Yeah, that's really all there is. But luckily, we got a good gank there. Whenever I have Ashe for my team, I always look for that play because the Ashe stun lasts for so long you can't miss R. Okay, what's going on here? So Diana's down a camp on me. That I'm not too mad about. So we need to just keep up that advantage here. So assumable she has some camps that are in her jungle right now, if we could find them. See if we can find Diana here. Really, they must know I'm here if they're stepping up like this. Kind of felt that. Kind of felt that coming. I swept here and here, so it must have been somewhere else or behind. Deal. Now, my favorite thing to buy in situations like this, when I'm on the Soccer Bunny, is actually double Ruby Crystal into Longsword. I just think it's so much better for the game. Like, an extra 300 health goes such a long way. Well, they don't have to play for that. That's okay. It's just one dragon. If you haven't gotten the first drag pre-10 minutes, then the soul stacking win con doesn't matter as much. But again, one thing you'll notice with all these deaths or recalls is I always go top down, right? The way that I start pathing is the way that I will always be pathing. That's what pathing is all about. That's why it's so important to make sure that you know, like, good decisions. I queued this, by the way. Does she not realize that I can't stop this? Nice. Oh, you're gonna let your teammate get hit by that? Nice. And I get 4 grubs. Now, when you get 4 grubs, what do you get? You get 1 Void Might. Looks like Nami just saw me. So when Nami saw me here, that tells LeBlanc to leave because Nami's going to ping her off. So what we need to do is not take any ganks and go right to farming, right? Because once they know you're there, odds are they will play like humans. And even if they don't, like, even if you could get an on-vision gank right there, you wouldn't really be able to, like, judge that. So it's just poor on your end to go for it because, like, there's more consistent farm to get. And the thing about farming right now is that it, like, because it's consistent and this will happen often, it's highly replicable in your actual games. So it's better to just do this play. No, sure, sometimes if you realize, like, hey, I just got away with murder by doing that, be happy about it, but also make sure to learn from it. Alright, so Tankmo is just going 1v million up there. Why is he actually gliding, though? I can go back and get my item. So although, like, I would like to walk to any play, 2 items pretty huge, especially, like, hit tab, look at the game. Most people are on boots 1. So I'm on no boots, but 2. And once I get level 11, it'll be pretty important. This LeBlanc is actually going old AD LeBlanc. This was, like, super broken for, like, 5 patches. I don't know how good it is now, after the ship changes, but maybe they walk down. Nice. You have to make sure that you buffer as much damage over the wall as possible because she's going to blink back immediately. Whew. Now let's see if we can get top lane going. Our bot lane looks like they're going to be useful no matter what because they're Ashe Seraphine, which both have, like, inherent usefulness. Nice. And I get the kill. Let's go. I'm rich. Alright, now I'm going to look for this play. We're going to look to flash CC and then play out our W. Unless they give me Q for free. So I get Q for free. Now I don't have to do anything. If she turns, I'll WQ towards her. Alright, she turned again. That was a good bait. Our Rift is going in for 2. That's good. Tap bushes with your jungle pet, right? Every time with Blue Smite, every time I hit a bush or kill a camp, I get movement speed. So we're trying to check out as much as possible. A minute before dragon, no later, we are always recalling, right? Hopefully you guys already are doing that. It's go something like this. Now, I'm going to be honest, when it comes to Briar, you want tabbies every game because your options for tenacity are pretty good. One being Sterix and one being Wit's End, both of which are super strong in the right context. But this game, they don't really have like a main auto attacker, really, so not too mad. Let's go ahead and make that worth real quick. Nice. Kind of loving this for us. Oh. Try and get Timu this skill just so I'm not all of our gold. To be honest, he's on 2 items. He's actually kind of juice. Okay, but like I can't not get the kills. I've tried to give 2 kills over. That way I would be 10 and 3. He'd be 3 and 1. You'd prefer to split like gold on this team, right? So here's how it goes for me giving kills. You just have to have a feeling of your own usefulness. Okay, I know at this point I will be useful no matter what for the rest of this game because I know that I'm not going to troll my lead. How do I know that? Because before every team fight, before every play, I'm going to really hard look at my numbers. And when the numbers look right, then I will actually play something. And never a second before it. So again, I'm counting these people right now. So I see 3 people there, so I know that we have 3 people versus 3 at worst. Now we just saw a 4th person, so we know that they have at least 4 here. We've spotted everyone now. Check TPs, right? You know Urgot could TP. Sweep our way into a pick. If you can get a pick before an objective, you flat out just secure it right there. Looks like they're engaging on me. So I will go and engage on them. And in Briar typical standards, hop about the bed, turn my swag on. I can always fly in at any time. I'm going to shoot that behind Xerath just in case for vision. Nice, don't ever do that. Huge. They actually killed so many people that I don't have to recall here. I can actually just look for the dragon, and that'll give me enough gold to get my item. So we're going 3 items in 19 minutes. Now the thing about Diana's play is maybe it looked kind of troll, but here's the thing, right? They saw me on that tri-bush vision. So it actually looked like, well, to me it looked like she was actually making the right play, right? She was trying to get the first pick possible. That was, you know, relatively near her side of the team. And when that happens, right? So I showed when that happens, she's going to look for me. And then it just comes down to who's face checking more, right? Oh, This is a little scary because I have a ton of money. Usually you want to look at your pockets before you do a play like this, but I'll try. I'm going to tap E there just for the slow. Ooh, that might have ruined me. Please bring it home! No, guys, I effed it. So here's what I did. I did my W1, and I didn't get my W2 before hitting Q because I messed up the timing, right? So if I got my W2, Q saw that her R was coming, then I could have E'd and lived, but I messed it up. And right there, like, for some reason, people just like, I don't know, man, stop buying into the narrative that Briar like plays herself, and like just because people say it doesn't mean it's true. Because it's like, here's the thing, man. There's like so much that I just messed up there, right? And so many people are like, oh, she just plays herself. Hey, oh, didn't have enough damage. Once you hit W, if you didn't win, you just didn't have enough damage. Like, guys, get it together. That is just flat out not how it works, man. There's always something you can manipulate. There's always. So just take pride in what you do, man. If you want to get a rank, right? Because this is for people that want to rank up. If you're trying to get a rank up, be proud of it too. Wear it with your chest, right? So also wear out your mistakes too, and just like be proud of the things that you do and you do wrong. Because if you do something wrong, then you get to learn. You do something right, that shows that you probably did learn. So just, I don't know, just take a lot of pride in things you do, and don't be scared to try. That's like the worst thing that I see in young people nowadays, is the fact that they're so scared to try and fail. Like, it's the coolest thing on earth. Being able to say that you climbed the mountains is a lot cooler than saying you got to it. There's 2 top here. Hello, my friend. You don't have E cooldown, so this is pretty free for me. Really, you're gonna outrun Briar? Really? See, they walk to the right just to juke it. No, they don't. My top laner's actually getting a ton done here. Sorry, gotta hit the fist bump real quick. I'm never getting outran a day in my life. I hate that interaction so much. But sometimes you can E like that and it's fine. And then other times you can E like that and it's not fine. I'm not gonna lie, it most of the time is like a pretty considerable 50-50. But yeah, he's gotten the better end of the circumstance twice now. So, because if you do it early, you just put him into the wall. So I did it early, but he just happened to do it fast enough, so it wasn't early enough. You can also just buffer your E backwards, but I was trying to hit the Nami before she flashed, so she flashed out. So obviously it looks like you're trying to hit Urg out, which is like clearly not. But yeah, if you remember your original plan, then it's easier to like deduce why you thought something would work. I'm not gonna lie, at the start of this game I said I wouldn't have a tank, and we have tank Mo. So we do have a tank. Using my flash for the Cinder Stun felt fine in the moment, but hindsight felt pretty troll. So let's get this red buff and get it popping. Now you have Baron up and you have Dragon coming up in 50 seconds. Dragon's a lot less commitment to get people into a fight. Like if you start Baron, right, Baron's going to reduce your team or the attacking team's armor and MR and do damage to you. So you're less likely to win the team fight for free if you're in Baron Pit. But Dragon, right, like if you just have, like if you're just there at Dragon 5 seconds earlier than the enemy team, you just get it for free. Now they might pivot towards Baron here. Since they got a pick, it's not the worst idea. Buffer my stuff. She's probably going to hop a wall here in a second. You always buffer W2 in times like that because you're going to stand on the stunned one. Probably going to demon combo that. Yeah, you can't buffer E into that one, my friend. Might have a penta. Nice. Get rolled. The cool part about that is just getting away from Urgot is like single-handedly winning yourself the team fight because that guy Eing you does a ton. Overtuned champ, broken, no skill. True. It's only no skill when I play it, guys. It's all skill when you guys play it. Don't forget that for a second. But yeah, and if you go back and watch that team fight, a lot of what Briar team fighting is, especially when you have a decent amount of ability haste, is you W auto Q or WQ auto W2, right? You do your burst combo, and then let the rest of the W like kill your target, and then you reset your cooldown. So what does that mean? That means like run away from the enemy team, not so much so that you would leave the team fight, but you want to stay just at the end of their range. That way they feel like they can still fight you. And what that does is it allows you to get your cooldowns back because Briar with cooldowns is an overtuned champ. Okay, I've seen that one before. Oh my god, I'm loving that. That is definitely playable. Whatever, I'm going under. Q1, W2 the other. Nice. So right, you hit R, you can use, you know, Q on 1 and then save your W to kill the guy after. Or you can use WW2 and then save QE. You have like choices to make when you, how do you say, when you hit R. GG, hope the YouTube video goes hard. Thanks, bro. I guess he didn't want to be in the YouTube video. Sorry, bro. You just happen to be enemy team. GG. Nice. So there you guys go. I don't know if that was really a good video or not. It is what it is. I'm just trying to get this this account masters real quick, so it is what it is. Let's check some numbers. You guys love the numbers. All right, 3 LP away. Look at some numbers here. Damage through the roof. Damage taken through the roof. There you go. GG. Hopefully this helped you. Have a good one. Let me know any questions that you have.